This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, February 4th, 2014. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At noon today, we have a trough and some energy digging in across the southern plains. That'll be ejecting north and eastward later today and into tonight and tomorrow. And that'll be bringing us some snowfall across the area. It'll begin this morning and into the early part of the afternoon in our southern and central counties, and then quickly overspread the state. The heaviest snow still looking like in the southern 2 to 3 tiers of counties, about 4 to 7 inches with lighter amounts to the north. It will taper off here on Wednesday, but then the winds will become the main factor, and that could bring some blowing and drifting snow, so we could see some travel problems well into Wednesday and even Wednesday night. But then the temperature plummets. Thursday morning, lows will be double digits below zero, mostly statewide. Highs will recover back into the single digits to lower teens on Thursday with sunny skies. Friday morning could also be quite chilly, lows in the single digits above or below zero, and highs still in the upper single digits to maybe mid to upper teens across the area. The winds do start to turn around a little bit to the south and southwest. It really doesn't warm up a whole heck of a lot on Saturday, still roughly in the teens for highs, maybe a 20, 21 degree temperature in the southern counties. Still fairly sunny, partly to mostly sunny. And then we have this storm system that was south of us yesterday on the run for Sunday. Today it's back around us, but it's in much weaker state, so only a few light snow showers, mainly Sunday morning into the early afternoon. But that storm really cranks up on the East Coast on Monday. Could be a nor'easter for places like Boston, New York, Hartford, Connecticut, Philadelphia, maybe Baltimore. And around here, it's just cold, back down into the teens for highs. And then a week from today, you can see the flow is still fairly zonal. A bit of a trough axis just to our west. A little bit of a ripple in the zonal flow. And that could mean another system will be gathering strength that could produce some rain in Oklahoma and Texas and some snow, maybe Kansas, Nebraska, and that could be sweeping into our direction by middle of next week, but it's still too early to tell at this point. As we go into the extended period here on February the 15th, we have a ridge back in the west again, a 582 ridge over California, and a trough pretty much digging in across the east again, and we've been seeing this before. The trough axis just to our east means the coldest air will be just to our east as temperatures look to warm up after a pretty cold snap coming through most of the east, the 540 line all the way down to the south and along the Carolina coast. And then at the end of the forecast on February the 19th, we have still pretty much a zonal flow, although a big upper feature over the Canadian Maritimes. That's going to drive a lot of cold air toward the eastern Great Lakes and New England. We may just get skimmed by that, but we could start seeing a few clipper systems that may skim the area as well toward the end of the period. But maybe we could see some warmer air in about 2 weeks, but again, uncertainty of that happening isn't very well either. Looking at the satellite image, you can see from last evening, that's not very uncertain. You can see the clouds streaming in from the south and west with the next storm system. And elsewhere across the country, it was fairly calm at this point. The Watch 20 map from last evening, winter weather issues from the Rockies across the plains, the Midwest, the Mississippi River Valley, across the Ohio Valley, into New England, some fog advisories in Florida, wind chill advisories in the northern tier of the country. The QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, showing precipitation around here from about nothing in the northern tier to maybe about a half an inch in the south. Heaviest rain over Tennessee, Alabama, and the state of Mississippi.